Hello everyone, welcome back. It has been a long time coming. At this rate, we are going to be seeing a tutorial a year on this page. No, but in all seriousness, I do have more YouTube tutorials and videos coming. I just don't have enough hours in the day, and I tend to leave this platform a little neglected. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. I just want to preface it by saying and warn you all that I did record it vertically, because I like to record my tutorials vertically in my mentorship group, and then I realized I needed to post it to YouTube, and instead of re-recording, I just flipped it. So it's gonna look a little weird, but I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to teach you in this video. Today we're going to be creating this glittered pencil acrylic post-it note holder thing, and I teach you how I do it. If you find an easier way to do it, then by all means. I do offer the blanks on my website. I now have a CO2 laser thanks to Thunder Laser. Shout out Thunder Laser. And I offer many different blanks, and there's more that I will be listing soon. I just have not had the time to list them, but pretty much anything that I make and create, I'll be offering a blank to. You will also find all the materials I used, my go-to UV resin, my go-to glue right now for wood and acrylic is the All Craft glue. I am obsessed with it. It is literally a super glue for everything. And I was being stingy with it in this tutorial because I only had like about that much left in the bottle, but I got a new bottle in, so I will be ripping that baby open and using that. But highly recommend that glue, and it is from a small business as well, and she actually also works with acrylic herself, so it is a really, really good glue. As far as any of the other materials go, you'll also find them in the description of this video, and I will list everything. Now, if I miss something or you have questions that you want answered and you leave a comment and I don't get back to you, I promise it's not, I'm just awful at this platform. So in order for me to help you, send me an email. I respond to those like no other, and if you've been here since day one, you know I'm an email girly, so I would love to help you. Email me. I try to respond to all of my comments on Instagram. I think I'm pretty good at it. Sometimes it just takes me a couple of days. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and show you how I made these.
Hi guys, a long time no see. So in this video, I am going to show you how I create the pencil post-it holder using acrylic blanks. These are from me. You can find them on my website under the blanks tab. There's a bunch of blanks available for you guys. Some of you are very, very quick and already have grabbed yourself many different types of blanks. I'm just showing you how I make this pencil one. And I start off by kind of using painter's tape to make some slits at the end, because you'll see that the scoring line doesn't go all the way to the end. And that's just the way that this file was made. I didn't create this file. So then I go ahead and start painting each section to its corresponding glitter color, and I match it with the base so that I only use one coat of glitter. This part right here is the black, so as you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the end, but I like just make some slits with my X-Acto knife, paint it black, and as like the black is drying, I'll like glitter the pink, because the pink is going to be dry, and then as the pink glitter is drying, I'll go back and I'll glitter the black that I just painted. And I kind of just work in sections with these. That is what works for me. If you find something that works better for you, then by all means. And then I immediately peel the painter's tape. My adhesive that I'm using to adhere my glitter is the mixture of 50/50 Mod Podge and Polyacrylic. I just feel like it doesn't dry as fast as Mod Podge. Again, here, the scoring line doesn't come all the way to the end, and I want it to. So I'm putting some painter's tape to help guide my X-Acto knife of where I need to make that slit. So I'm going to see if it's easier for you guys to see right here. I make that slit right there, and then I make it on the other end. And now I'm able to peel that, the backing, this protective, backing paper, I really don't even know what to call this, that the acrylic comes with. And now I can paint this section brown or gold or whatever. I'm using brown to adhere my gold glitter. Now gold, I feel like doesn't really need a base color because it's a metallic glitter, but I don't care. I'm still going to do it. So I just take my time. If I mess up a little and color outside of the lines, that's fine, because as you can see, the yellow portion still has that protective paper there. So I just need to be very careful here with the black glitter and take my time. And then that'll dry, and then I'll go in and I will start to paint the silver portion. And then by that time, you know, the brown is mostly dry, so then I'm able to glitter with gold, and I just switch back and forth on whatever section I'm on. I like to do this because I'm usually I think I was creating 10 of these at the same time, so it is really fast drying for me. However, I did stick them in front of my fan because I was moving a little ahead of myself, to be honest, and so I would come to try to like apply my adhesive, my polyacrylic Mod Podge, and I couldn't because the paint wasn't dry yet. So this is the polyacrylic Mod Podge, and by this time the pink is obviously dry. You want to make sure, of course, that your glitter is dry and your glitter glue is dry underneath. If not, you're going to get silver glitter inside of the pink, and it's just like, we just know how that goes. So allow proper drying time, but I was creating, you know, these in sets, so it worked out fine for me, except for like the last two. I had to stick them in front of a fan. I literally repeat the same thing with each one. As you can see, the only thing left with backing is this middle part, and that's going to be my yellow glitter. Yellow glitter is very translucent, transparent, so I will be giving that a base. I gave the entire thing a base, and like I said, the silver and the gold probably didn't need it, but whatever. My brain won't allow me to like skip over that. So one thing I do want to make sure that, if I hadn't mentioned it before, I'm applying my gold glitter. I tap off the excess, and you want to lift that backing. Like, I know, you know, I'm going to let this dry before I try to go in and paint it yellow in the middle, but this is glue. So you need to peel off that backing. If not, it gets stuck to your backing, and you're not going to have these crisp lines for the yellow portion of the pencil Post-it note holder. So now that it's dry, I mixed 2 colors of yellow because I didn't have a yellow that I was in love with, and I didn't have a yellow that wasn't like
see-through or transparent, and I needed an opaque yellow.
Unless I mixed it with white, and I just didn't feel like doing that, so I mixed 2 yellows, and that worked. And I just carefully paint this part yellow. Now if you mess up, it's not, you know, do or die. You can go in with like let's just say I kind of went over this and I accidentally went into the gold. Well, then I would reapply a second, you know, layer of gold. But you want to just try to work as meticulous as you can. I put a show on the background that I'm familiar with so I don't get distracted, and paint this. Wait for that yellow paint to dry. Apply your yellow glitter, and then you're done glittering. I do want to say, for this yellow portion, I have small hands, so as you can see, I really only applied glitter glue to like this half of the yellow portion, and then I don't even wait for it to dry. I go back in with my adhesive and apply it to the other side. It's just because I have small hands, therefore I can't hold, this thing is kind of wide for the palm of my hand because my hands are tiny, so I literally have to like flip it around and like, you know, do half of the yellow at a time, basically. I've actually, fun fact, never done this before, where I usually apply my adhesive all at once and I'll just do multiple layers, because I thought that, you know, going slightly over the other half would be problematic with my glitter, but it wasn't. Then you seal it. This is what I used to seal. And then you apply your UV resin. I didn't really film myself doing that part because it's just applying UV resin. However, I will show you, you can see kind of like how I did it a little further on in this tutorial. Right now I'm just adding all the names of everyone who purchased one with a name. Some people want them blank. So I apply my vinyl, and I would measure the pink portion to see like the height and the width of, you know, the room that you have to apply your vinyl name. And then once I have that part done, I need to go ahead and seal them again because the vinyl is exposed. And I mean, I guess you could sell them like that, but I don't like to. I want these to last them a while. So this is how I applied UV resin by Counterculture because it's my favorite and I love how it smells. But it also cures like the strongest from any of the other Amazon ones that I've used. This is literally how I apply it. Sometimes I take a popsicle stick. It really just depends on my mood. But I try to cover it as much as I can. Don't overdo it because you're going to have it dripping everywhere and you don't want that. It really doesn't take much because it's just such a flat surface. So I would say start, with not that much. And then if you need more, pour more, but less is more. What I do from here is slightly cure them with my UV lamp. Why do I slightly cure them? Because it's going to take too long. I'm not about to sit here and babysit these things under the UV lamp when there's a thing called the sun. So, I will slightly cure them. And what I mean by that is I cure them enough to with the lamp so that the UV resin doesn't move if I tilt them a specific direction and it doesn't start dripping. So the purpose of me curing them slightly is just for the resin not to move, but they'll still be tacky. So that I'm using a cardboard, one of the side flaps from a cardboard box. I put them all on here and I take them and set them outside in direct sunlight. And that's how I cure them. This definitely works a lot better if you have access to direct sunlight, because this day was cloudy and it sucked. So I had to overcast, you still get UV, but not nearly the same as sun. And to be honest, with overcast, you might as well just cure them yourself with your UV lamp because it's useless. This is useless. What is this? So that's what I had to do. I had to cure them myself inside. This is the jagged edges that I like to clean up with a sanding block, and I just slightly sand them all around. I take my X-Acto knife, I cut anything that's ridiculously poking out, and then I take some 91% alcohol and paper towel, clean that up, and one more very thin layer of UV resin to make sure that we get in those scuffed marks. From there, if you buy blanks from me, you're going to get two pieces, that yellow pencil piece, and then this is the backing. So you remove this is the back piece. This is the glue I use. I love the one on the right, the All Craft multi-glue. I don't know how to explain it, but it's super glue for everything, and it dries so fast, and I absolutely love it. I keep the backing, on this pencil, I keep it on until I am about to attach it to its back piece. Why? Because I know you saw that UV marks and spillage on the back, and it doesn't matter because I'm peeling it off. So once you remove the front backing of the back part of this pencil, you can now adhere it with your choice of glue. I've also used Beacons, Gem Tack. That works. It just takes so long to dry. I'm just removing some excess here, but use whatever you want as long as it's not going to fall apart, When you apply your glue, I went a little bit overboard here. You don't need this much. You could do with squeezing the bottle less. Because once you grip it and push it down, it spreads out. So you'll see me cleaning up inside where the sticky notepad's supposed to go because I got a little glue in there. It peeped through. But anyway, I have found to really, really like using these clips from a $1.25 Century store, and clipping it together, because I don't feel if you don't do this, it almost with liquid adhesive, I feel there's a little bit of a gap, and I like it airtight, shut, as close as it can be to the base. So I clip these so it doesn't lift or, while it's drying and stuff. But once you're dry, you're just going to flip it around and take the backing off of the back part, the back piece, the bottom piece. And this is clear. I sell them clear. I could have sold them, I don't know, with a black acrylic, but I didn't. So I think if one of my customers requested it, I would do a different color. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.